Top 3. Michael Jordan's greatest top 3 advantage over Kobe Bryant. Welcome to Top 3 Corner, where we break down greatness one layer at a time. In the world of basketball debates, one matchup never seems to lose steam: Michael Jordan versus Kobe Bryant. Two legends, two assassins, two names forever etched in hardwood history. But when we strip away the emotion and look at the data, the influence, and the evolution of the game, there are 3 distinct advantages that place Michael Jordan slightly above the Black Mamba. Not in a way that discredits Kobe's greatness, but in a way that reminds us why Jordan is the standard. Let's break it down. Advantage number 1, efficiency and scoring mastery. Michael Jordan wasn't just a scorer, he was the most efficient volume scorer the game has ever seen. While Kobe had the footwork, the moves, and the fearless shot selection, Jordan had the numbers to back up his dominance. MJ retired with a career field goal percentage of 49.7%, which is staggering considering he averaged over 30 points per game across 15 seasons. In contrast, Kobe, while phenomenal, had a career shooting percentage of 44.7%, with his efficiency dipping during the later stages of his career. Jordan knew when to attack, how to conserve energy, and how to impose his will without wasting motion. Every shot had purpose. Every move was polished, predatory, and precise. And then there's his true shooting percentage, which adjusts for free throws and three-pointers. Jordan consistently ranked higher than Kobe in that department as well, showing a better shot selection and higher scoring impact per possession. Efficiency isn't sexy, but in elite basketball, it's everything. Jordan mastered it. Kobe chased it. But what's even more telling, top 3, is how Jordan adapted his game without compromising numbers. Whether it was the explosive slash-and-dunk Jordan in the 80s or the fadeaway maestro in the 90s, his game evolved, yet his efficiency remained elite. Kobe's game evolved too, especially in the post and mid-range. But the cost? Volume shooting and occasional inefficiency. MJ simply had better control over the game's pace, over his matchups, and over the moment. So if we're talking pure advantage, this one's clear. Jordan was the master of efficient dominance. And in a league where every possession counts, that made all the difference. Jordan's psychological warfare and leadership edge, the trait that made even his own teammates fear, respect, and follow him. We already talked about efficiency, but if numbers were the only measure, basketball would be a spreadsheet. What truly separates icons from legends is how they control people, not just the scoreboard. And in that arena, Michael Jordan was unmatched. His second greatest advantage over Kobe Bryant: psychological warfare and the ability to dominate the mental space, not only of opponents, but of his own teammates. Jordan wasn't just playing against players. He was playing inside them. Opposing defenders didn't just respect him, they feared him. Reggie Miller once admitted that Jordan made the court feel smaller. Gary Payton, a known trash talker and defender, admitted MJ lived rent-free in his head after the 1996 finals. Jordan's mental control extended beyond trash talk. It was calculated intimidation, surgical mind games, and a refusal to let anyone believe they could take him down. Now, Kobe had a similar alpha mindset. He studied Jordan, mirrored his mannerisms, even refined the Mamba mentality from that very template. But here's the nuance. Kobe's leadership often came with distance. He was admired, feared, and sometimes alienating. Teammates respected him, but many of them, especially during the mid-2000s, struggled to connect with him. Jordan, on the other hand, commanded loyalty. He punched Steve Kerr, yes. He berated Scott Burrell, sure. But come Game 7 energy, they followed him anyway. Because when MJ barked, it wasn't for show. It was because he knew what winning looked like, and everyone bought in. There's also the impact of his presence. In the 1993 NBA Finals, Charles Barkley was having arguably the best stretch of his career, but even Barkley admitted, "I realized I wasn't the best player in the world." Michael was. He didn't beat you with just fadeaways. He broke your belief that you could win. That's psychological warfare at its peak. Kobe had his iconic moments, no doubt. The 81-point game, the Game 7 versus Boston. The Mamba mentality was fierce, inspiring, and unmatched in its own right. But Jordan, he was inevitable. He didn't just kill your dream, he made you thank him for it after. Top 3. Let's close this one out with the final, and perhaps most unshakable pillar, of Michael Jordan's edge over Kobe Bryant: perfection under the brightest lights. We're talking about the NBA Finals, the stage where legacies are made or broken. And when it comes to this platform, Jordan didn't just rise to the occasion. He owned it. 6 trips, 6 titles, 6 finals MVPs, 0 losses. Let that sink in. In an era with super teams, dynasties, and all-time great rivals, Michael Jordan never let the trophy slip through his fingers. Not once. He didn't need a Game 7. He didn't need a superstar sidekick like a Shaq or Pau Gasol to carry the load in the post. Every time he reached the finals, he delivered, with a cold-blooded consistency that remains untouched to this day. Now, let's be clear, Kobe Bryant had one of the greatest finals resumes in NBA history. 7 trips, 5 titles, multiple iconic moments. From the alley-oop to Shaq in 2000, to the redemption in 2010 against Boston. But Kobe also tasted defeat on the biggest stage, twice in fact. Once against the Detroit Pistons in 2004, and again in 2008 against the Big Three Celtics. And in both cases, those losses exposed vulnerabilities in team chemistry, execution, or even shot selection. Jordan, on the other hand, never gave the basketball gods the chance to say no. He shut the door every time, whether it was the clutch jumper over Brian Russell in '98, the dagger in Game 6 versus the Suns in '93, or the complete dismantling of Magic Johnson's Lakers in '91. MJ finished what he started. No drama, no we'll get him next year. Just championship rings and finals MVPs, like clockwork. What separates this advantage even more is how Jordan dictated the pace and tone of every final series he played in. He wasn't just a participant, he was the storyline. Opposing coaches didn't scheme to contain the Bulls, they schemed to survive Michael Jordan. Kobe eventually reached that level in stretches, especially during the 2009 and 2010 runs, but he had to claw his way through adversity and criticism, especially post-Shaq. Jordan's finals dominance is the stuff of legend because it combined 3 impossible traits: perfect timing, perfect performance, and perfect result. You can't do better than 6 for 6, you just can't. And that's what locks Jordan into a realm of his own. So let's wrap it up. Advantage first, efficiency and scoring mastery. Advantage second, psychological warfare and leadership. Advantage third, finals perfection. It doesn't mean Kobe isn't a legend. He is, an all-time great. A killer in his own right. But when we talk top of the mountain, Michael Jordan stands alone. Because he didn't just beat the game, he broke it. This is Top 3 Corner, where legacy is measured, not just remembered.